Anti-corruption hearings have claimed an 8th Liberal scalp in New South Wales. Today, State MP Garry Edwards was forced to step aside over claims he took cash from the Lord Mayor of Newcastle, McCloy. Two other MPs have already admitted taking money in envelopes from the Mayor. And while Mr McCloy says he feels like a walking ATM, he denies he's done anything wrong. Nick Dole reports.
He's the cashed-up Mayor who just keeps giving.
How do you have any cash left, Mr McCloy?
Come on, guys.
The developers already admitted handing disgraced MPs Tim Owen and Andrew Cornwall $10,000 each. Now the Commission's heard a third Liberal MP had his hand out, the member for Swansea.
Was it your intention to throw Garry Edwards under a bus today?
Mr McCloy told the Commission Mr Edwards came to visit him in Newcastle just before the last state election. I gave him $1,500 out of my wallet. I hoped it would help him in his campaign. Word of the allegation quickly spread to Macquarie Street and Garry Edwards stepped aside.
I do accept the member's resignation from the Parliamentary Liberal Party, but what he deserves is due process at the ICAC.
Mr Edwards moves to the increasingly crowded crossbench to sit with other Liberal casualties from Operation Spicer. Marie Ficarra's stood aside, as has the former Police Minister Mike Gallagher, the former Energy Minister Chris Hartcher, Chris Spence in the entrance and Darren Webber in Wyong. Tim Owens quit Parliament altogether and Andrew Cornwall makes it 8. The Lord Mayor, though, is still standing, despite boasting that politicians regularly come to see him for cash. I feel like a walking ATM some days, he said. He also digs deep for charity. Jeff McCloy claims he gives away around $6,500 every week. And when it comes to political donations, he denies he's done anything wrong. Mr McCloy says he doesn't personally apply for DAs, so he's not in breach of rules banning developer donations. Jeff McCloy is an individual. He's not a property developer. Hilton Grujon, property developer, isn't disputing his job title. He's admitted paying the wages of a member of Tim Owen's staff, and he paid Andrew Cornwall a very generous $10,000 for this painting, even though he didn't seem to want it.
How do you feel about the fact that they've called you a criminal?
I use the word inside scurrilous.
Both Mr Grujon and Jeff McCloy say they just wanted to see more Liberals in the Hunter, but one by one, the ICAC is thinning their ranks. Nick Dole, Late Line.